Hi there, welcome to Long Distance Review. On this brand new episode, I will be looking at the brand new album from US metalers, Disturbed. Now this is Disturbed's 7th studio album. They were formed back in 1994, which I didn't actually realise, as their first studio album didn't come out until the year 2000. The sound of Disturbed, well, they've been classed as new metal, heavy metal, hard rock, arena rock. Yeah, but I think if you look back at when they started, say in the year 2000, when the first studio album came out, which was entitled The Sickness, that was definitely a new metal album. Had big songs on it like Down With The Sickness and Voices, loads of monkey noises, and it was a bit comical, let's say, but they were a big hit, and I think they were the right band at the right time at that point in time, the sort of tail end of new metal. And they used that and sort of ran with it until their second album, which was entitled Believe, which came out in 2002, and they veered more into the heavy metal side of things, still with the odd monkey noise on the song. From then on, they released 2005, they released 10,000 Fists, and then in 2007, they released Indestructible, and followed it up in 2010 with the album Asylum. They then went on a hiatus for 5 years, and in that time they all did separate projects. I think David Draymond did a sort of solo-y project, but eventually Disturbed rolled up again in 2015 with the album Immortalized. Lovely band, lovely towers of albums those, and Immortalized certainly had a more hard rock, arena rock feel to it, I think. And here we are now in 2018, the 7th studio album, Evolution. If we look back at 2015 though, because I think this is the big turning point for the band, they did a cover of Simon and Garfunkel's famous song, Sounds of Silence. Now it's not a bad cover. David Draymond's got a very good voice and he's got a great vocal range, and the cover was very, very good. But it blew up and the band got really, really big. I mean, they were already big, but outside of metal, let's say, they were more well known, and they were well known for that song. It's a hugely popular song. You only need to go on YouTube and find it, and there's millions. It's massive, millions of views, people reacting to it, all those kind of things. So this is their album after that, and he thought, well, where are they going to go with it after the success of a song like that? What can they do? Where will they go? Will they go back to doing monkey noises on songs? No, they won't. And they said before this album came out that this will be their black album. In the terms of Metallica's Black Album, this is their Black Album. There was more classic rock sounds to it, they say. And it always worries me when a band calls their album as something like Evolution. I remember when Korn had the song Evolution, which was a sort of a move on progression with their sound, and that was shit as well. But yeah, entitled Evolution. Worries me. Where are they going to go? It's an obvious, we've changed our sound, we're doing something different, we're moving forward, this is evolution. Oh dear. David Draymond took his piercings out as well, he's got these chin piercings, and it was like, is it time to take Disturbed seriously? Because at the end of the day, they've always been, not a comedy band, I think more people laugh at them than laugh with them, but you can't really take the band seriously. I mean, you look at the first couple of albums, there's nothing too serious on there. I mean, bless them, they probably really want to be taken seriously, but I think in the world of metal, they are a bit of a joke. So now to sort of turn around and be a serious band could be the downfall of them, let's say. The members, by the way, I keep mentioning David Draymond, he's the vocalist. You've got Dan Donegan, who's the guitarist, John Mayer on bass, and John Wengren on drums. So, I put this album on. I thought, I am anticipating a style change for Disturbed here. Something's going to have changed. The first song, Are You Ready, was a single that came out before the album. And it's the trademark Disturbed sound. It's a big stomper, big chorus, big riff. It could have been taken off any of the Disturbed albums. This is not an evolution of sound. This is just a Disturbed song. Big rock song. Hey, look, nothing wrong with that in terms of Disturbed. That's what all their big songs are like. You can play it in a rock club and people will get up and dance, I'm sure. It's followed up by the song No More, which kind of reminded me of Marilyn Manson when it started. It has that sort of Beautiful People drum beat to it. And it's got a big Iron Maiden style chorus. Heavy metal at its best, and Disturbed sort of doing what Disturbed do, really. There was nothing different here, really. There was no evolution. There was nothing. Until we get to track 3, which is the first ballad on the album. And I thought, ooh, is this there? Nothing else matters on the album. It's not. The thing is, David Draiman's got a great voice. I'm not even knocking his voice. His vocal range is incredible. But is he wasted in this band then? Because if he's trying to be this professional vocalist who has a huge vocal range and does these beautiful ballads and this beautiful voice he has, then why have a band called Disturbed and do songs with monkey noises in still? I think this album's a bit torn between what they want to be at the moment. Because this album's 10 tracks long, which isn't a bad thing. 10 tracks is great. It's 42 minutes long. It's in and out. That's great. But 4 of these songs are all acoustic-y ballads. I could even say 5 are ballads, really. That's nearly half the album. And considering the first 2 songs are big rock stompers, that's 8 songs with 4 ballads in. It's just interspersed, really. You get a ballad, then you get a big rock song. You get a ballad, then you get a big rock song. And the problem is, it's not the ballads as such. It's the big rock songs are really dull. Really dull. They're ploddy and they're uninteresting. They need to explode. They need to be huge and massive because they need to make the ballads feel a bit different. But really, they're not. They're just ploddy and one-paced. They can become tiresome. What is it? In Another Time to Stronger on Your Own. That's just ploddy. It's just ploddy. It's all one-paced. It's all the same. The first real ballad that I want to point out is Hold On To Your Memories, which is so sickly sweet and saccharine. It's just dripping with cheese. This is not down with the sickness anymore. And I guess we're now taking Disturbed seriously as one of those power ballad bands. See, after that, if they do a ballad like that, after that it needs to take off. There needs to be a song then that explodes and takes off. But it doesn't at all. It just goes back to the one-pace, ploddy, arena rock-ready rock songs. I think What You Burn is probably the worst song on the album, though. It's got a sort of jingly, jangly, acoustic troubadour-style guitar. Man. The 2 songs that are probably redeemable, actually, I'm not even saying they're great, but if you're looking for Disturbed as in a big rock band and a bit more of the original Disturbed heavy metal, then Are You Ready and The Best Ones Lie are the 2 songs that are probably, redeemable off this album and resemble the early Disturbed. The final song here is a song called Already Gone, and it's them basically trying to recreate Sound of Silence on a song. They're trying to write their own Sounds of Silence. And that's the end of the album. It's not good. It's an album of 2 halves. But the thing is, neither half is good enough to really save this album. There's a half of the album which is all heavy metal rock songs, but it's too ploddy and one-paced to be interesting enough. And the other half of the album's all ballads, but it's too wistful and airy and whimsical to be of any interest, really. And it's not like split in half, like here's our rock CD and here's our acoustic bonus CD, which might have worked a bit better. This is all split down the middle. David Draiman's got a great voice, as I said, but it's not enough to save this at all. And I feel like I don't know really where they want to go with this. Do they want to continue doing more and more ballads? And I always think, what if Sounds of Silence didn't happen? Where would they have gone? Would they have written this album? No, of course they wouldn't. This is them trying to cling on to the zeitgeist that was Sounds of Silence. And I can't blame them. When you have a song as big as that, then you're obviously going to try and recreate it and cling on to the coattails of the popularity you created with this huge song. So it's not really, I'm admonishing them for doing what they're doing. It's just not good enough. And the worrying thing is, this is probably the most diverse and interesting album Disturbed have ever done. But it's just not that good. And I think they were better when they sort of seem to be taking themselves seriously on this album. It's the serious Disturbed. They were better when they were just being funny. And not funny in their own sort of comedy band way. They were just a bit of a laugh, really. And now it's trying to take them seriously. He's even taken his chin piercings out. That's how serious they've become. He's just a big bald head. It reminds me of an Alan Partridge quote. For those people who don't know who Alan Partridge is, he's a comedy character in Britain. And at one point in time, he's having an interview about his future at the BBC. And he says, "Oh, I loved your quote that you put in the newspaper that's evolution, not revolution, because that's me, because I evolve, but I don't revolve. Yeah, I don't know. Disturbed. It's up to you. Put your comments down below. I don't know what you think of the album. Be interesting to see if everyone really thinks it's great. I mean, I'm not the biggest Disturbed fan in the world anyway. So there's a disclaimer for you at the end. Anyway, thanks for watching. Cheers for now. Bye.